Hello, folks. This Hangout on Air is live. This is Beer Talk 2019, also the Beer Coalition chat, and the International Beer Review Guild. We're going to have some other people, they say, joining us. Jeremy from Arkansas and Michael Komarov from Brooklyn, New York. We got John Neely might be watching us up there in
Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg. I got Jean-Pierre down here in Mobile. Y'all about to listen. Jean-Pierre about to get fussed. And
yes.
I'm outside today. Got people in the background. You will hear our truck leaving. I think they're going somewhere. All right. So yesterday I did my own hangout, and Jean-Pierre listened to it.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he's had the same experience with people that they want to talk about politics, but you best agree with them.
Not just politics, but any topic, whatever it is. If you have a different viewpoint, and not in line with theirs, they immediately want to kind of unfriend you or just, I remember one conversation I had about some new drug that was supposed to cure something. And I said, well, I don't know anything about this drug. I mean, yeah, it may be working in other foreign countries, but again, we still have to go through all the, the channels, with the FDA and go through all this and that. And she just kind of went off on me. And I said, well, listen, I'm not going to take anything I don't know nothing about, it hasn't been checked and verified. And I take it I may end up getting killed or whatever. And we had this debate, and to this day, she hasn't spoken to me. I'm like, all right, whatever. So
yeah, that's the kind of friends you need. The friends that are disloyal, and they won't tolerate any difference of opinion. Well, today I've got Hop Stupid.
That's from Lagunitas, yeah.
And it used to be called something else. I think it was called. I know what it was called. It used to be called Lagunitas Sonoma Farmhouse. Hop Stupid Sonoma Farmhouse. But now they just dropped it. They're still showing the farmhouse, the old barn, not really a farmhouse, but now they just call it Hop Stupid Ale. And I bought this at Rouse's yesterday. Okay. It was $1.89 plus tax. I didn't know if I wanted to get this at 8% or the Maximus at 8.2. But I chose the higher bitterness units over the higher alcohol.
Yeah. As for me, I'm having about to sip the. I was going to do a review of this. The Boulevard Brewing Company, the Tropical Pale Ale, Tropicana. The Tropicana Hotel, yeah. 5.9% ABV, American Pale Ale style. This is my first time having it. I did have something from Boulevard Brewing. The name of that beer escapes me, but I know it's on my channel. So this is my second offering from this brewery. So I'm looking forward to trying it. So
it's interesting because we cannot get Boulevard beers in Louisiana.
Yeah, based in Kansas City, Missouri.
Right, and it's owned by didn't the Alma Gang buy them also? Okay,
I believe so, yes.
So, but we don't get any of their beers here, and we never have gotten. This is not the proper glass, but it'll be okay for this Lagunitas. All right. I don't know when the farmhouse ale was introduced. The Hop Stupid Sonoma farmhouse, but hasn't the company only been around since '97?
I believe so. Yes.
So yes. None of their beers could be too old.
No. And then distribution so far, like I said, I've only seen them mostly here in my area in the state, and I'm sure, obviously, very plentiful in the Midwest, since this.
No. I'm talking about Lagunitas.
Oh, Lagunitas. Okay. Hey, no. Heineken owned them, right?
Yeah, but I was talking about when Lagunitas was introduced.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Founded in, let's see. Oh, 93. Okay. 4 years earlier than I thought. Okay. So 26 years ago. All right. Okay. Well.
And Heineken bought them out, in 2012, and I think bought the whole thing and the entire percentage of it, like in 2014, I believe.
Yeah, it was. They had a 50% ownership, and then they figured, heck, we'll just buy the whole thing.
The whole thing, right?
And then some people got angry and said, "I'll never drink another Lagunitas beer."
Lie. They'll keep drinking it.
No, they might. Some people are really dedicated like that. It's all about not the quality of the product, but who makes it. Okay, Maximus, that's the one I almost bought. And you got to watch Lagunitas beers because they have a habit of these grocery stores have a habit of leaving stuff on the shelf forever. And Lagunitas, it's hard to read the date because they put black on brown.
Right.
And this thing is so smudged. It says, ain't no way. There's no way I can read that, guys. Put the damn date. That I can read. Let's see. 8%, 100. Well, heck, I'm not going to sit there and try to go through all that. Even if it's old at 8%, it should be all right. It just might lose some of its hop action. Although I've had some IPAs that were 5 years old and still had a lot of hop bitterness. So but look at all this sediment here. This is.
Yeah. Hey, Michael, how you doing?
Hi, John. Hi, Jay.
Hey, Michael. Glad you joined us. I ate breakfast about an hour ago myself. I know you just finished. Look, I don't know if y'all can see all this sediment. Oh, yeah, you can see it. Can't you look?
A little bit of it.
I can see it.
Look at it. It's just from top to bottom globs. Oh, this thing must be years old. I'll be interested to see how it's going to taste. Pretty thick, foamy head, though. Michael, what do you have to? So I have Lagunitas Hop Stupid, 102 IBUs and 8% ABV. Jean-Pierre's got one from Boulevard. You can tell him the specs, Jean.
Yes, the specs is 5.9 ABV. The IBU on this one, I'm looking at it right now. The name of the beer, Michael, is the Boulevard Brewing Tropical Pale Ale with grapefruit and passion fruit flavors in this. Again, looking for the IBU on this one. I don't see it, but 5.9 ABV.
Okay,
I'm trying to
have
find the board on date on this one here, and I'm not seeing it right now.
This is from, I don't know, you don't get this very much. I don't think it's from Carton, Carton Brewing in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey.
Okay.
But this is actually brewed in Stratford, Connecticut. So they obviously have some of their stuff brewed. You know, they have deals with other breweries to brew some of their beer. And this is it's called Stay Down. And it is a dry hopped black session lager at 4%. Let me open it up.
Not only do we have very little of it, we don't have any of it. We don't get it at all.
Here now, if I go home, I'm sure if I go to Jersey, I definitely will find it there. Now, this is at your food co-op you bought this from, right, Mike?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I need to visit that food co-op at some point and to do some shopping because you get a lot of good stuff from that spot.
You'd have to come in as my visitor because members cannot shop there. Anybody but members cannot shop there. But you could come in as my visitor.
Only members. Now, Boulevard Tropical Pale Ale is 5.9% alcohol and it's 45 bitterness units.
Okay.
Right. And I'm getting more of a grapefruit feel to this pale ale. I mean, it's a bit hoppy, but it's kind of. In fact, this might go good with my breakfast because has some grapefruit, and I like grapefruit juice. So,
hi, Jeremy.
Hey, Jeremy. How you doing?
Hey, Jeremy, it's good to see you. Now, what do you have today, Jeremy? Jeremy is a member of Beer Talk 2019 and the International Beer Review Guild.
I've got a local brew. This is a small batch project from Lost 40.
Puffy Jacket.
Puffy Jacket. It's 9% ABV. They only brewed it one time. And it's a Baltic Porter.
Nice.
So it's supposed to have like chocolate espresso, cherries, rich aromas of vanilla coffee, and raisins. So I might should try it again.
Mm.
So what are you guys?
How is your Lagunitas? Does it taste old?
Yeah, let me. I'm going to give you my description. It had a lot of sediment in it. But the aroma is very fruity, like hop resins. Lagunitas is famous for that West Coast style, that hop resin, that pine. Some people used to call it pine salt and fruitiness. But it doesn't smell or taste old. Now, old beer, it has a very bad aroma and flavor. Generally, like these old beers, they'll smell like turned fruit, like fruit that's rotting. very unpleasant. I had one made me ill. This one is
wow.
mhm. But you see, this one has so many hops added per batch that they act as a preservative. It's still pretty bitter, but you're starting at 102. So there's a long way to fall. And maybe it's 3 years old. I don't know. Maybe it's from 2016, but it's still holding its own. I never did, honestly. I was hoping this would happen. Don't you mute that. Don't you coward out on us. I want to hear him get fussed. The world wants to hear this. Now, when we don't want you muted, you mute it. And when we want you muted, you don't. I'm going to translate. Why are you drinking this early? You're not supposed to drink till afternoon. This is the South. It's easy for me to laugh because I'm not the one being busted. Now, but this ale is holding its own. It had a long way to fall from the extreme hops. I never did find, like I was saying, never did find that Hop Stupid was particularly bitter like they claim. You know, they make all these claims on Lagunitas like, oh, it's so intensely hoppy and blah, 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 but I don't really think so. But I think it's intensely delicious, and I'll give you my score later. Real fast, the mouthfeel is medium, a little oily from the hop resins. The finish is mostly dry. Hey, I'm glad I bought it. Only other option I had was Steel Reserve 211.6%, but I'm pretty much worn that one out on the internet. Although people seem to never get tired of it. Okay, you better come. Bags
Where did Jean go?
I'll tell y'all the backstory. Right before we went on air, a certain lady, I was getting a kick out of it because other people's misery, you know, is more enjoyable than your own. But she was saying, what is all of this drinking at 9:30 in the morning? You can't drink till afternoon. What is all of this? And she was telling me, he can't be drinking this early. We're in the South. We don't do that. I said, hey, I'm in Louisiana. And I was telling her what I ate for breakfast. She said, we're about to sit down and eat breakfast. What is all this drinking? I said, I don't know. I described my breakfast. And she said, well, you had a lot to eat. I said, yeah, it was pretty good, except for the shells they left in scrambled eggs, which I wasn't too thrilled with. Crunch, you know, that's pretty disgusting. But so Jean was getting embarrassed, like, well, we'll have to see how this develops. And he said, I'll be with y'all for a little while. And then it kind of blew up mid-show or during the broadcast. But he might come back.
Okay.
But he might be kind of like bruised up or something. All right,
I can relate to his position because my wife is sleeping. And if she was awake, I would be hearing it too. So, I mean, it's not like it's anything that, you know, and it's not so much the drinking part. It's the not spending time with her part.
Right.
The drinking part wouldn't be as big a deal. It's that you'd rather be down there with your drinking buddies than spending time with me. What's that about?
Yeah. What's your hang up, dude? You
see them on Wednesday nights. Isn't that enough? You know, that kind of thing. So
now to me it is enough. But y'all started Stout Sunday. I did not start Stout Sunday. Oh, here's the date. I got the date, guys. The 321st day of 2018. Oh, so this is fresh. This is fresh. I mean, this is pretty fresh. It's not super fresh, but for a 102 IBU beer, it's fine. I was wondering why it tasted so good. Okay, now Jeremy or Michael, whoever wants to.
Jeremy, you want to go?
Ah, that's fine. Go ahead, Michael.
Okay, mine, and I'll show it to Jeremy because he didn't see the can. This is from Carton Brewing. I think I told you what it was. It's a session dark lager, 4%. And this is what it looks like in the glass. The head was bigger when it first poured and the head faded right away, but it's got a lot of carbonation in it because I can see the bubbles shooting up through the top. It's very dark brown, but a nice looking beer from what I can. And let me give it a little nose.
I bet you whoever made that beer went to Princeton University by looking at that can design.
We have a lot of beers like that with that kind of 16-ounce pint can design like that too.
But look at the color scheme and the stripes. That looks like Princeton University. their sports uniforms.
It's possible somebody who did design the can was.
Yeah, and it's from New Jersey anyways. So.
The nose on this has a very bright, hoppy kind of feel to it. And for a lager, that's kind of unusual to me. But,
yeah.
You know, I'm going to give it a taste. It's very nice. It's funny for a dark lager. It's hop forward in a way.
Wow.
Which is interesting. But I would still say it's low in IBUs. It's not high in IBUs. When I say hop, I don't mean hop like
not like hop stupid.
Not like yours. It's not IPA hop forward. It's just that they must have in this some of the more it's not a C hop kind of thing. It's another kind of hop, but you are getting the hops in it over the malt. There's malt here too. So it's a nice, well-balanced beer, but you are getting some of the hops coming forward.
They're sort of bountiful.
It's really good. I'm actually surprised how much taste you can get out of a 4% beer. It shows you that if you concentrate the hops and the malts together and they're well balanced, you can have a very good, pleasurable drink. And goes down. Obviously, 4% is going to go down easy, but I mean it's very nice. I've had other carton beers, but I haven't had this one before.
But you're saying the hops are a little more bountiful than you expected.
I thought it was going to be kind of like more malty. I thought that it would have more of a malt front, but it has a hop front. But there are malts here too. It's well balanced, and I'm very happy with it.
I'm glad to hear that. Now I'm going to read a few comments before we go on with Jeremy, because I don't want people to think we're ignoring them. John and Neil, who originated Stout Sunday along with Michael, they were the originators of this, and we're not even doing Stout Sunday because Jeremy was unable to find a stout. John and Neil says, "Morning, folks, just stopping in for a second. Y'all have a great Sunday." 40 Straight 8 says, "I love Lagunitas Hills." Oh yeah, that's a good one. Then Fonda said, "Hey Ron, I have an idea for another beer review. Maybe you could do a review on the new Pabst Blue Ribbon Easy." I did a solo review of that, yes. Almost picked some up yesterday, but they wanted $11.99 for a 12-pack. I would have told them, no way, Jose. So I passed, and I got an original PBR, yeah. I wouldn't have paid that much even for original. I can get past Blue Ribbon 12-packs for $9.79, which to me are not really that good of a deal, actually. Caps says, "Hey, Cap, Tim Bailey's Adventures." Cap says, "Laugh out loud. That's funny." DJ Southpaw says, "Hey, guys, has anyone tried Lagunitas Cappuccino Stout?" Yes, we tried it at the Hot Rod Shop. We did a duo review, David and myself, and we loved it. Cap says, "Oh man, everyone's getting busted by the wives." Yeah, I think so. 47 Straight 8 says, "DJ, yes, it's an A for its type." And then DJ Southpaw says, "Thanks. I just bought it last night. I haven't tried it yet." Alex the Beer Master says, "Good morning, Ron. You could join this, Alex, if you'd like, because I know you're linked into the International Beer Review Guild." Then he said he got a 24-pack for $18. Yeah, it's kind of a so-so price, I guess. Yeah, it's okay. Beer is expensive now in general. All right, so Jeremy's going to describe his beer.
All right. As you would expect, really, really dark. Can't see through it at all. I can't. A very slight head on this one. Light tannish head.
Yeah.
As far as appearance goes. Nothing. Yeah. I can't see through it at all. As far as the smell goes, you're getting that espresso, definitely malty coffee smell. You're getting the notes of vanilla, raisins for sure. I can smell that too. A little bit of cherries. Real good aroma. So I'm anxious to try this. So
go ahead and roll with it.
All right.
Y'all can see me okay? I'm not too much in the shadow.
Fine.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of good coffee espresso flavor. And I can actually taste a lot of vanilla in this too. It's really a little sweeter than I thought it would be for a porter. From my experience, I haven't It seems like stouts are sweeter to me for some reason. Oh, the ones I've tried. What is your view on that?
I think it's very wide ranging.
Yeah, it's too hard to.
You can't limit that because it goes all the way across the board.
You can't generalize because you get some porters be real sweet, some won't be. Some stouts will be real sweet. Anyway, a stout is a type of porter, so and that and the borderline between those is very meshy. You know, they kind of
I tried to figure out what the difference was. I actually thought they were the same thing, and I didn't.
Some breweries do it by alcohol content, but that doesn't always work because you can have imperial porters as well as imperial stouts. So you really can't, differentiate that way.
It's 9%, so I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah, that's an imperial porter, 9%. But if you taste some of those imperial porters, they have enough body that you say to yourself, "This is a stout. This ain't no porter. It's a stout porter." All stouts are porters, okay?
Right.
A Baltic porter, interestingly, is a lager because they use bottom fermenting yeast. So a Baltic porter is a lager.
It's good though. I mean,
I'm sure.
I won't give you my ratings just yet, but it's really good.
So for 9%, Jeremy, is the alcohol muted, or can you taste it?
No, it's muted really well. It's very well hidden.
That's a dangerous beer, in other words.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, Hop Stupid is too. See, Hop Stupid, though, I don't think a lot of people would drink too much of it because it's so bitter that most people just wouldn't be able to take that bitterness. It's just so intense. I don't mind it, but even me, who is like a big bitter guy, I probably would get tired of it after a while.
6 Point has a beer called Resin, which would be the closest thing I could say to Hop Stupid. That's 9.1% and 103 IBU. So it's right in the same area, but it's maltier than Hop Stupid. It's not as hop forward, but it has a lot of hops in it too. But it's more resiny and dank, I think, than Hop Stupid.
I've heard about this 6 Point. People talk about it all the time online, but I never have had it. Oh, can I ask you a question real fast, Michael?
Sure.
Before we go do the ratings. If I go back to New York City one day and meet up with you again, and maybe Giant Space Monkey, do you still have that Philadelphia blended whiskey that you bought for our hangout one time?
I do.
Here's the follow-up question. If I go over there, can I try some of it?
Sure.
And do like a little solo review and a rating?
Sure.
I mean, of course, we could do a duo review. I'm just curious, because I can't get it here, and I'm sure it's just ordinary, although you said it was fine, but I'll just so I could say, okay, I made a video for it. You know what I'm saying? It's
very similar to other rye whiskeys, but for the price, the price point to me is almost scary. I think I paid $8 for the bottle, or $8.99 for the bottle. So, it's a quality product, and I was surprised how good it was. I thought it was going to be just, like rot gut, and it wasn't. It was actually okay, for rye whiskey. And you can spend more than that on rye whiskey, obviously.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to mooch off of you,
Anytime you come up, you're welcome. And Giant Space Monkey, who I still do keep in touch with, he comes on some of the Thursday nights that I do at the beginning of the month, and we'll do solo things together as well. But he does work. He does work full time now, so he's busier than he was when I first met him. When I first met him, he was unemployed, so it was much easier.
Oh, that's a good reason to have free time.
It's on the way to go up from there,
It's a bad reason to have free time. Hey, and likewise, anybody that comes to my house is welcome to try any whiskey or beer that I have, assuming it's not just one beer that I was saving to do a review. But anything. I'm always telling people, try this, try that.
Now, do you say you can't get the 6 Point brewery beer there?
No way. No way.
I mean, Jeremy, he could get it the same way you saw it on your site. He could order it and it could be shipped there, but he has so many other opportunities to get beers. He's not going to bother doing that unless it was something that he specifically wanted.
What I'm saying, they have it in Little Rock, actually. They have those.
Here's what I've told people before. I got people that contact me constantly, and they'll say, I'm going to get back with you in a second, y'all. They'll say to me, they'll say to me, I want to send you a beer. I want to send you a beer. And I always tell them, don't do it. Don't do it. Now I have two different times. These guys insisted, I want to send the beer. I want to send the beer. You can't get it. You can't get it. I said, well, we might get it next week. Oh, no, you'll never get it. They sent the beer, and in a month, guess what was on the shelf? The beer they sent. I said, I told you not to send it because you're spending a lot of money,
right,
and taking time and effort. And then I turned right around. There it is in the store. I said, so it's like, so if you're getting it in Little Rock, we're one state south of you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked. I'm telling you, I would not be shocked if I went in the store in March and there it was. So I always advise people, don't send it. And like Michael's talking about, New Orleans is a port city. A lot of stuff comes through here by ship.
Oh, John, are you all right? We have a man down.
And
The problem was he had to dispatch his wife to the other part of the house, and he was defending himself.
And we have so many Louisiana craft beer brands here that I could spend the rest of my video review career, if you want to call it that, or hobby, only doing Louisiana beers, and I would never run out of
Looks like the Blair Witch Project going on over there.
John, what
I've
do you
seen this movie before.
Is John straightening out his place?
John needs a mount, I think. There's a $10 mount you can buy on Amazon that is really good.
I'm looking to get one.
John, is your wife okay?
Yeah, just everything is fine. Everything's okay right now.
Does he got any bruises or marks that we can visibly see on him?
No, there's none. There's none.
Okay.
Now, Jean, before the cops get there, could you describe?
Sounds like he's still wrestling somebody.
Yeah. Okay. The flavor of the beer had a more grapefruit, more of a grapefruit feel to it than anything, and it was very, very mild, very subtle, and I thought it was, not something I get a lot because I've trying to avoid those styles of beers with that, when it's more heavy on fruit, but for a pale ale, it's okay. So my score, I'm gonna give that one. It's gonna be an 88. So that'd be a B+ for that, for the tropical pale ale from Boulevard Brewery. So
88. That sounds like something I'd like to drink.
Yeah, I think it'll be more for spring and summer than I would say this time of year right now, but more of a spring beer, I would say.
DJ Southpaw, Jeremy's drinking a Baltic Porter from 40
Lost 40. Yeah.
Lost 40. And Alex says,
are they out of Little Rock?
I'm going to mute you due to certain qualities.
Yeah, they're out of Little Rock. Sorry to buy.
Alex, you can join. Alex said he's not going to join because he doesn't have a stout. Alex, didn't you get the memo?
Wildcard Sunday now.
I couldn't get a stout. I got a porter though.
Alex, it's Wildcard. It's Wildcard Sunday.
Hey, when my beer grows up, it's going to be a stout one day.
Right. Now, 47 straight 8 says, I think John got tased by his wife. I think so.
We're seeing a live beatdown going on the beer review today. That's pretty bad.
But
he still got his teeth. I noticed that.
Even with all of that rigmarole, he still was able to give a rating of an 88.
Right.
I'm going to give mine.
John has exited the residence.
Well, he may need to while he's still alive, is what I would say.
It's kind of like watching Cops. Hey, I'm going to give mine a 95. No, what am I talking about? I'm going to give mine a 98 out of 100. That's how much I love Hop Stupid. A 98 out of 100. I think it's an outstanding beer. It's fabulous. I love Hop Stupid. You say, but it's only $1.89 a bottle. It's not super deep speculative craft beer that costs $10.99 a 12 ounce. I don't care if it's cheap. I don't care if Heineken bought them. I don't care. I'm like that old comedian. I don't care. I'm giving it a 98 out of 100 and A+. Thank you very much.
That's a very good score for that. And everything that Logging this puts out, in my opinion, is top notch. So,
yes.
Well, not everything in my booklet.
Well, the Chex Pills, the IPA, the Imperial Stout,
brown sugar, gotta try it.
The something ale. I think they put out some good stuff.
The 12th of Never is dull.
Yeah, they be selling it. They're selling a lot of it at my little hookup store. I always see that 12th of never, and I had it once, and I said it's all right, but they got a plethora of it, and I'm not touching it. So
Now, there was one I tried called Lucky something. I really liked.
Lucky Bazaar. No, that's Stone. No, that's Stone. Never mind. That's Stone.
Lucky something. I had to look it up.
Oh yeah,
really
Daytona's
good.
today. Yeah, Daytona's going on today, so at least I got something to watch on TV.
I think I know what Jeremy's talking about.
Lucky 13. Lucky 13.
Right.
That was a dynamite beer. Do they still make that?
Now, Michael, what do you score yours?
I'm giving mine a 90,
What, A minus.
which is the A- level, and I am actually surprised how good it is.
That's good.
Because I guess what's happening is session beers now, they're able, by the way they put the hops and the malts together, they're able to get combination which makes the taste really effective, and you could obviously drink a lot of it.
Yeah, the only detriment with a lot of these session ales is that they're very dull. But you got one that wasn't dull.
They've treated the hops in a way that by being the first taste you get, it seems to enlighten you to the point that you say this is a really good, and then as you keep drinking it stays pretty consistent too. I'm really very happy with this.
I'm glad to hear that. Hey, can y'all believe that here we are on February 17th and it's starting to get very warm out here? It might get to 80 degrees today. I'm wearing a t-shirt with no undershirt.
Well, it's cold here.
It's below freezing in New York.
Once February hits, it's always the same story around here, almost invariably. You can make it through December, January. Now, once February gets here, it's springtime city. Look, you know it was the coldest it got in my town in Louisiana this winter time. We had one night where it got to 31 degrees for an hour. That was it.
Wow.
Well, that's the difference. The difference between the North and the South is we get a regular winter. Now, if we get days, we had a day earlier this week when it was 58. It does happen. But
yeah.
For the most part, the average temperature in February is about 40 during the day. And at night, it always gets below freezing. But right now, I think it's like 33 here. So it's just above freezing. And it's supposed to snow tonight.
Man, I would hate it. And then New York's got that humidity also. Not to our level, but it's still kind of... Okay, Ronnie.
It's humid enough.
Humid enough, yeah. Ronnie S. says, cheers, fellas. Hey, Ronnie. And then DJ says, 27 degrees here in Chicago. Sounds like I'd hate that. Ronnie says, they're saying snow tonight in New York. Oh, yeah. Jean, Michael was just talking about that. And now Jeremy's going to rate his beer.
Yes, I will. Only ratings that they've got is a couple people rating it on looks like Beer Advocate, and only 2 ratings, and they give it 3.93 out of 5, which is really about where I'm leaning. It's really good. I'd go with 92 on this.
A minus, good. Almost to
power.
an A, yeah. Almost
Yeah,
to an A.
I'd go with A minus on this. A 92. That's what I'm giving it. Could have been a lot better if it's a little sweeter. But then it'll probably be a stout.
Yeah, and that whole stout porter thing is a mix. It's kind of tricky because if you look at very old Guinness advertisements from like 100 years ago, 120 years ago. If you look at the real old Guinness magazine advertisements, a lot of them say Guinness is a wonderful porter, Irish porter.
So there's a blurred line there.
Yeah, they don't even use the word stout in some of the old ads. Yep. I know because I posted them on Alcohol Eggs. Okay, well, it looks like today we have a bunch of winners because the lowest score we had was a B+.
Yeah.
Who can complain about that? You know?
That's good. Somebody's giving a thumbs up here.
Yeah.
John Henderson, you are muted.
There may be a reason for that. There's conflict going on in the household there. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, well, conflict makes the world go backwards. All right.
Good conflict, but yeah, conflict. So it keeps things going, keeps things stronger.
It keeps it going. Now, 47 straight A says I've only had coffee, but watching John is making the room spin. Ronnie S. If anyone watched the new football league yet? I did watch a little bit of it the first weekend. I was pleased with it. I don't know what happened last night. I forgot to check the scores this morning. But after the NFL's recent fiascos, it's a perfect opportunity for a new football league to get their toe in the pool, get their foot, because a lot of people just don't care to watch basketball and baseball, although I do have season tickets for baseball.
But the problem is with that league, Jay, unfortunately, is that it's on too many different networks. CBS last week made his debut, and it was regionalized. And this week, NFL Network, and I think Turner has an agreement with them as well.
Wait a minute. Y'all keep saying NFL Network. I don't think it's the NFL Network. I think it's CBS Sports Network.
CBS Sports Network, okay.
Well, that would be crazy for NFL to have it on there.
Right. People were saying that the other day. I was like, why would the NFL show a rival leagues network? It doesn't even make sense. It'd be like Miller. Well, all right. Opinions on the XFL. The XFL might be too little too late because the AAL's already got it going on. Now,
and then also get this, Charles Embersall, the son of Dick Embersall, he's the co-founder of the league, and of course, his father Dick ran NBC Sports, and of course, him and Vince McMahon go back many ways. With with Saturday Night Main Event, they used to air when Saturday Night Live would be off on weekends. They would air wrestling, and of course, he and Dick, and of course, they were involved with the XFL. So,
you mean Ebersol, not Ebersol?
Dick Ebersol, yeah. Ebersol, Dick Ebersol.
Now, Alex.
What's up, Ron?
Alex is our shadowy friend who is standing in the shadows. What do you have today to drink? Nothing yet.
I don't have any beer now. That's why I texted you just a few minutes ago on the chat to tell you that I don't have any stouts or any beer because I drank the last two when I did something with Brandon in here and his stuff.
Now, okay, folks, we're about to close this out. But look, next Sunday, I think Johnny Neely is going to pick up the torch because it is his baby. I'm just taking care of the baby this weekend.
Jeremy, you have to get back to Little Rock to get a stout.
I am. I'm definitely going to. I'll be back on my A- game by then, or B+ game. I'll be. I can't promise you A- game, but I'll be up to I'll have my stouts.
I was babysitting this weekend, but Johnny Neely, the parents are coming back home next weekend, I think, and so he'll be doing Stout Sunday. I might be joining with the chocolate stout. The Bosum's chocolate stout. If I can remember. Yeah.
Sounds good.
How about inviting David Garlapede over and then all of a sudden say, Dave, let's sit down. My friends are coming on. And they say yes.
Surprise guest. That would be good.
He did make a statement that made me think that the future could lead to that because he was at my house. The chair where I sit next to the comic book boxes?
Yep.
He was sitting in that chair and he said, you need to get an office chair. I said, what do you think you're sitting in? That is an office chair. He said, no, I mean a second office chair so we could sit side by side on these videos. I said, oh.
That's a possibility then. He's thinking about it. That's good.
Yeah. I said, he's thinking about it.
Hey, Ron, I have a suggestion for you, bud. Why don't you get one of your kitchen chairs and bring it into your office if he wants to join on the video with you?
That's the only thing that's going to happen because I ain't buying another office chair. I can assure you that. I actually have an office chair in the other room, but it's an old 1930s office chair and it's got no cushions but I mean for a brief hangout, you wouldn't need a whole lot of comfort. So I could just wheel it in there. Now the Whiskey Scout says, good morning. Good morning to you, the Whiskey Scout. And I'm getting through my backlog of whiskey. And I think around 2029, I should be caught up. Yeah. 2028, 2029, something like that. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And I'm not, people are like, you're such a kidder. You kid so much. And I'm like, no, if you went and looked at my cabinet, you'd say, yeah, that's probably what it's going to be.
Wow.
It's exciting and troubling at the same time. But,
hey, Jay.
Nice to meet you, John Henderson.
How you doing? My friend? Hopefully we'll see you again doing more beer reviews. Jay, real quick.
Yet.
Yeah, Jay, real quick, that core 45 thing you did with Dave, I mean, that you probably saw the comments I had. I thought he made some very interesting statements about, about the way core 45 is changing and how it's, seemed to be getting better and better, and that even some craft beer drinkers are starting to like it, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, he was so excited. He told me, I got a 40-ounce bottle of Colt 45. I said, David, we did a video review for Colt 45 already when I got the quart bottle. He said, well, that was a quart. This is a 40-ounce. He said, secondly, that was a year ago. I said, okay. So when I did the video, I said, this man here insisted that we do this video because he doesn't get bored doing those things. But he's sick right now, y'all. So I don't know. His health has not been that good,
Get the Lysol out.
No, he's sick with his. No, he's not sick like that with stomach trouble.
Flu's going around still around in this area.
He's got some kind of worrisome sickness, but we'll see what happens. He just needs to rest, take care, kind of step back from this hobby for a little while, and we'll see what happens.
We could start doing water reviews.
Could do water reviews. He loves doing it. He does love it. He loves doing it. He never gets bored with it. But if you're ill, then you're ill. I mean, hey, okay, now the Whiskey Scout says bigger than my backlog, or I drink more than you, or I drink more than you. Whiskey Scout, you might drink more whiskey than me, but I've seen your videos and your backlog looks pretty substantial. But then I got on this kick where I was buying rum. That's Johnny Neely. I want to blame Johnny Neely for that live on air because Johnny Neely was like, try rum, just give it a chance. I was like, no, I don't want to do it because I'm going to get caught up in it. And he said, nah. So I listened to so I listened to him over there in Georgia. And it was like, I bought one and now look.
How many do you have now?
Well,
can you count them all with the fingers and toes?
I finished off the bottle of Myers's, 1 quart. Then I'm drinking the Bacardi Black. Then I bought Bacardi Gold, Bacardi White, Castillo Gold, Castillo White, Aristocrat Gold, Aristocrat White. So that's 6 right there, and I believe I've left. And I've left some out. So I said, okay, John, you drug me into this fanaticism.
Oh man!
So you're gonna have a rum Sunday afternoon or something? Is he gonna start a new show or something?
I don't know. I was posting on Alcohol Eggs. I was posting those photos called the Rum Diary. The Rum Diary. So it's not to mention. Let's forget all that. All right. So Michael Komarov, I think you'll agree that this was a pretty successful get together.
Yes, I'm happy you were able to do it, and it was at your dad's house, which is nice too. A different place to do it, which is fun.
Yeah,
than your place, but I'm happy we got together again. And next week, John will be back, and he's doing his normal thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron,
yeah.
Hey, Ron, what's that thing behind you? That net thing?
That thing is like a little temporary greenhouse. You can put plants in it and shut it up, and zip it up, and it'll be it's like a greenhouse,
Yeah.
But it's mostly being used as a storage area because if I show y'all around, like you can see that the woman of the house here.
I lost you.
Can you see me?
Yeah, we got you.
I think we lost you a little bit, but you're back. Oh yeah.
Am I back? So she does all the gardening around the edges. Whoops.
Wow.
And then there's all, and it goes on and on and on, and then that's the street. So she likes to plant stuff. But if you're gonna plant stuff, you gotta have fertilizer, you gotta plant food and all that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, and she made a gumbo yesterday, and I ate the gumbo, and then we had hog head cheese, and we had
sounds good.
crawfish roll, not a pork roll, but it was a roll with flaky crust, but it was stuffed with crawfish.
I haven't tried it before.
That sounds delicious.
It sounds good though. Hey, I would eat it.
So Jay, are you taking over again on Wednesday because Eric's going to be back at band practice?
For Wildcard Wednesday, yes. And Eric has finally realized, because he was getting mad 2 weeks ago, you're trying to take over my show. You're trying to take over my show. I said, I can't take over something that's been abandoned.
Right.
I'm doing it because you're not doing it. So he realized, okay, you're right. So he's not doing it, so I'll do it.
Okay, that's
then
fine.
last week when he said he was going to do it, which he did, I was like, thank you. It's easy. I'd rather him do it.
Yeah.
You know, he does all the work. He's got to set it up. He's got to moderate it. He's got to, I mean, it's a lot easier just to join and hang out and just, well, you know, hang out.
The only thing about it is people don't know where to go. They don't know who's going to be hosting it. That's the only problem I see with it.
Yeah. But as long as people put the link in Beer Talk and the craft beer, I mean, the International Beer Review Guild, it really doesn't matter who hosts it as long as they put the link.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the people, like somebody following on YouTube. It's like, I'm going to tune in.
Oh, right. Yeah, right. You just need to be,
Yeah.
That's a good
Subscribe to
leader.
everybody.
You need to be subscribed to Thomas Meadows 75. You need to be subscribed to my channel. You need to be subscribed to Jean-Pierre, because he has actually hosted some hangouts.
And John and Ellie.
And John has one too.
And you need to be, what am I thinking? You need to be subscribed to John and Nilly, because you could potentially see a hangout just pop up at any time on any of those channels. Because we do a lot of ad hoc things too. You know that. We just say, let's do a beer hangout, and then boop, there it goes. Like yesterday morning, nobody joined yesterday, but
well, Jeremy was playing basketball, and I was up with my wife. So.
Oh no, I wasn't playing basketball. My boy was playing basketball.
Okay, so but you were with him playing basketball.
Right. I was watching him. It was his last game, and he did pretty good. I was proud of him. He did
that's good. No, I didn't resent that people didn't join. I didn't resent because, in fact, it gave me a chance to go on some long political rant.
Oh, cool. I have to go back and watch that. I haven't had a chance. I've been busy all day yesterday.
Yeah, and then a lot of the people watching were participating in the political stuff, and then they were giving their input. And so we
had a lot of viewers.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
We had a lot of viewers, and they were giving their viewpoints. And I was telling you could join. You know, you don't have to just write text, but I think they were reluctant to join. But it was called Drinking Steel Reserve and Talking About Term Limits. That was the title of the video.
Okay. I'll check that out.
Steel Reserve and Term Limits. What?
Hey, Ron, if I don't subscribe to your channels, I'm not on the, what's it called? The international stuff. Is that how it works? Or
Wait a minute. We added you. Wait a minute. Didn't we add your email to the International Beer Review Guild?
Yeah, I'm saying you did, but I'm saying if I did not subscribe to you guys, you would not able to do that, right?
Well, I don't know how you would follow us if you weren't subscribed unless you just manually checked in every day.
Subscribe,
you know what I mean?
hit the notifications. Subscribe and hit the notification.
Right, because like I'm subscribed to a bunch of channels, so their stuff pops up every morning. And if it's like something like watch me struggle with video games, well, I'm not going to watch that because I have no interest in video games.
Right.
If it's somebody says watch me review Paul or Salvatore, well, I'm going to look at that because I like to watch beer reviews, stuff like that. All right, well, we better get off this. So thanks for watching, folks.
Jay, thanks for hosting.
Yeah, thank you, Jay.
Oh, you're welcome.
You guys on Wednesday.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Wait.
Yes.
It says, can Michael comment us? Michael has no channel, so you can't subscribe to something that does not exist. Ronnie says Alex is great. Yeah, some people that participate on this actually don't have a channel. They're just doing hangouts.
I'm just a participator, not a.
I'm just going to do guitar videos. How about that? I'll stick with what I do.
Right. Thanks, folks.
Have a good Sunday.
I'll leave it to the pros.
This video production.